The biggest area of frustration for entrepreneurs is lack of productivity. We're naturally really squirrely, we have a lot of ideas, and we tend to bounce from one thing to the next. Well, I've decided to pull back the curtain and share my favorite productivity tools and hacks for the busy entrepreneur. In this episode, we're going to dive in, and as a special gift, if you look below this video, I actually put together my top 10 best YouTube videos of all time. We've had this channel for 5 or 6 years now, coming up on 10,000 subscribers. And so I'm sure you're wondering, what are the best ones out there? We have them below for you as a gift. And you can also register for our upcoming webinar so you can really be able to get more exposure, become an expert in your space, and so many good things. So look below for that. Let's jump into the episode. If you haven't noticed, being an entrepreneur has many challenges, and a big part of that challenge is the ability to get stuff done. As an entrepreneur, it's not a clock in, clock out situation, and it's definitely not something that can come easy to us because entrepreneurs tend to be very creative, and we find ourselves distracted easily. We find ourselves squirreling from one thing to the next, often told that we have shiny object syndrome. So if you are an entrepreneur or you're getting into entrepreneurship right now, or maybe starting to build a side hustle and you're struggling with finding the time to get stuff done, this live training I'm going to do is going to help you out a ton because we're going to really narrow things down to what I find the most helpful, practical, simple to implement, and being able to allow you to be very productive. So if this is a high priority for you right now, you really want to find a way to be more efficient, you want to find a way to get more stuff done, or to be really laser focused. The truth is, we all have the same amount of time, right? We have 168 hours in the week. And when you ask people how they're doing, the canned response is almost, I'm so busy. There's so much going on, right? I can never seem to get everything done. Well, I'm here to tell you that the to-do list will never be complete. So we might as well figure out a way to enjoy the process. But also we can get more done when we tap into the power of productivity tools. All right, so let's jump into the 5 productivity tools for the busy entrepreneur. The first productivity tool that I'm going to recommend for everybody watching this is Asana. Asana is a project management tool that is free, which we all like free, right? But what's so powerful about Asana is not only is it great for tackling projects. So if you do want to launch that podcast, you want to build out that course, maybe you even want to put in place 15-minute Facebook parties for your network marketing team, whatever it is that you want to create, you actually can build out your plan in Asana. It is made for project management, okay? So if you're somebody who struggles with taking big ideas and executing those, then something like Asana is going to help you out a ton. What I personally use it for that I've fallen in love with is, put me in the comments if you can relate to this. I used to have a mental tape player every day of all the little things I needed to do for my business. So for me specifically, a lot of that is social media and checking different notifications. Okay. So I would sit there and mentally think, okay, I need to create a reel on my Instagram account, my faceless Instagram account. I need to pop in my stories. I need to post on my wall on Facebook. Okay. I need to check Boxer, Slack, email, Messenger. It's just all of these mental, things over and over again every single day. And I would find myself thinking about it throughout the day until I did it. Can anyone relate to that? Well, with Asana, what I have it set up on is repeat. So it repeats either daily or certain days of the week or even monthly. So for me, before the month starts, I always want to have everything planned out for the next month as far as the content and different pieces of our business. I actually like to plan out each quarter in advance for what I'm going to do for these trainings that you're seeing right now, what our team is doing to bring to our audience, such as the automation domination. We have all that mapped out before the quarter starts. Well, what I can do with Asana is I can set that to repeat, remind me. So I'm not scrambling, sitting there thinking, what am I doing this month? Okay, you never want to be in the month thinking, what are you doing this month? That causes stress and anxiety, and you're just not going to crush it if you're winging everything, right? So Asana is awesome for project management, repeat tasks, and when you create a project in Asana, you can dial down all those subtasks, and if you have a VA or a team, you can actually add them to it and task that out with due dates. So for you, all you have to do is pull up your Asana for the day and you know what's due. So I literally know exactly what I need to do today. There's no guessing. There's no wondering. I literally have it all right there, and I can stop the mental tape player and I can free up my mind to think creatively and be able to do what I love to do. Okay. Number 2 is Go High Level. We actually have partnered with Jeremy Nix, who is the creator of Social Connector. We'll put the link below for that. Social Connector was built on Go High Level. So if any of you have heard of Go High Level, it's an all-in-one. So if you've wanted an all-in-one platform, an all-in-one is where you have one login and you can see your entire business at your fingertips. So I'm talking your landing pages, your sales funnels, right? So if you have any landing pages where people need to register for your free challenge, grab your free lead magnet, be able to purchase from you, buy a program from you, buy a course from you. All of that is in there. All the email marketing. So whether you're going to send out weekly emails, you're going to automate email marketing when somebody grabs a lead magnet from you, you want those emails firing off. You want a place to put all of your leads. Okay. What you can do is put all of your leads in Go High Level, and then you can actually move them through your funnel. We call it a pipeline, but you have a lead. And then you might say to that lead, hey, would you like to try my products? And then the person says yes or no. You can move them through your funnel, right? So Go High Level can be used for that. You can use it to do payment processing. You can use it for a website if you wanted to build out your own website. You can use it for automating tasks and being able to have certain things trigger. Let's say you have a program and you want your clients to get a notification in 3 months, you can set that up. We've actually, because we partner with Social Connector, we actually tweaked the program through Social Connector. It's called Social Connector Fueled by Goal Digger. So we actually have some templates in there and resources that myself and the team have built for you guys. And with Social Connector, I think there's like 75 or 100 automation tools. So you can automate birthday messages. You can automate commenting on posts. You can automate certain DM messaging. So if you really want to automate, and this is why I'm so passionate about it, if you want to automate and simplify and you want everything in one platform, by the way, think about all the monthly subscriptions you're paying for things such as Calendly, just all those little things. It's all in Go High Level. Okay. So our team will put the Social Connector link in the chat for you guys. Okay. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a special announcement. We have a brand new webinar from brand to bankroll. If you're somebody who you want to monetize your expertise or learn how to become an expert in your space and create that consistent revenue, then this webinar is for you. Not only are you going to get some amazing gifts, you're going to get an incredible workbook to go with the webinar, but you're also going to get a 90-day content strategy. You're also going to learn for the first time ever, I've never taught this, the Boss Lady Blueprint. I'm going to show you my simple strategy to take one piece of content, I call it the signature content, use that for your entire weekly content strategy. Could you imagine with the click of a button, you can map all that out? I'm going to show you how to do it. So click below this video to get yourself signed up and I will see you there. So that's number 2. So number 1 is Asana. Number 2 is Go High Level. Number 3 is Google Calendar. Shout out to Google. I have to say, I've been using Google Calendar since the dawn of when it started decades ago. And the reason why I'm still sticking with Google Calendar and why I love it so much is because I actually use Google Calendar to build out my time blocking, and everything is color coded. So we did go over this in Automation Domination. There is an example in the workbook. We did it on day 2. So with Google Calendar, what you're going to do is you're going to plan out your time blocks. And in those time blocks, the block of time, you're going to do a specific task. So mine has all of the meetings on Mondays. I have group coaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I create content and record videos on Fridays. And then Wednesday's more of a flex day for me. I've got all the girls' softball practices and games, church, obviously workouts. All my personal stuff is in yellow. So you can see everything, what it is, what's going on. And I'm able to put things on repeat. So church every Sunday, 11 o'clock is on repeat forever. Okay. If I need to be notified of something. So this will happen, which you could actually do in Asana if you wanted, but I have certain friends and family members that have birthdays every year. I have it set up to email me and notify me a week before their birthday so I can send a gift in the mail. Okay. If you've gotten gifts from us before, right? Well, a big part of that is because we are able to use these tools to stay on top of things and to remind us of those important milestones. So Google Calendar is really great because if you're somebody who is just, maybe you're out picking your kiddos up from school and you're like, when is that dentist appointment? You have to be able to have something that can be on your phone and also on desktop. So I love Google Calendar. We also use it as a team. So that way we can all be invited to key things happening within the company. So if you do have a VA or even your spouse, right? If you have family members, you can actually create more of a family environment. so everybody knows what's going on in the family. Okay. So Google Calendar is number 3. Let me know in the comments if you use Asana, if any of you have used Asana before. Let me know if you've used Go High Level or Social Connector, and let me know if you've used Google Calendar. I would love to know in the comments. The next one is ChatGPT. Are you surprised? But I really wanted to narrow it down for you guys because I know we gave you so many resources this last week, and I thought a lot about it, and I asked myself, what are the things that I, Kimberly, use? And these are my personal 5 that I've chosen to share with you guys, because I know a lot of times you're like, how does she get so much done? These are the 5 tools, okay? So the reason why I put ChatGPT is because I have found ChatGPT to be so helpful when I'm doing different things in our company. So for you, if you're a solopreneur, even in network marketing, you can use ChatGPT to help you put the beginning stages of anything together for you, so you're not sitting there staring at a blank screen, just kind of fumbling, okay? So when we launched our book, Allison and I wrote a book together. I hope you guys grabbed it. It was a bestseller, international bestseller, #WorkWife Chronicles. When I was doing the final edits, I wanted a Bible verse in the very beginning, and I wanted it to represent the book. So of course, Allison was like, yeah, go ahead and, come up with some and we'll pick one together. So I used ChatGPT. I said, this is what the book's about. I want it to be scripture, and I want it to just go with the book. And it gave me 10 perfect. All of them were awesome. I could have used all 10 of them, and we picked the one that we liked the most. Do you know how hard it would have been to sit there and think, think of all the stuff in the Bible, right? My point in saying that is use ChatGPT just for those day-to-day things where you get stuck on something. You know what I've also done? I've said, hey, I would like a darker shade of pink for this hex code. Can you give me 5 options? And then it'll give me 5 hex codes, and I'll pull those up in Canva, and I'm like, ooh, I like that one. I'm talking every little thing you can think of. Addison's in 5th grade. Sometimes she brings home homework and I don't know how to tell her the answers. So I will go in ChatGPT and I'll say, here is what it is. Can you give me the answer, but also tell me how you got the answer? And then I can at least guide her to figure it out on her own, right? I mean, I'm talking everything you can think of, okay? So if you don't know how to use ChatGPT, you can scroll up, or maybe Abby will drop it again. We did a VIP session where I showed you for 2 hours how to use it for every area of your business. Every area. I'm talking down to what to write in your post, how to find the right hashtags, how to even put a course outline together. I know a lot of you have things that you've wanted to create, and ChatGPT can really help you out with that. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5 is Trello. And you guys know I love Trello. And I will tell you that Trello just made a huge change last week. So if you are trying to copy boards, the board has to be turned into a template. So if you've gotten a free Trello board from us or somebody else that you've bought one from or received, let that person who created it, let them know they need to turn it into a template. And then at the very top, it'll say, make a copy of this template or something like that. So just go to the very top, you'll see it. I just want to mention that while we're talking about Trello. Also, you can have up to 10 free Trello boards in a workspace. If you max out on that, it will ask you to pay. Just go and create a new workspace, and then you can add more boards to it. So what I love Trello for is anything visual, okay? So if you guys did maybe it was our branded webinar. We had a webinar a couple months ago where one of the things that you could get in the webinar funnel was our Slayer Stories Trello board. And we put together this huge, massive Trello board that had hundreds of story templates. That's visual. Okay. You're going to want to be able to see the different kinds of story templates, see the thumbnail for that. Or maybe you're planning out all of your content. So you have a picture of you, and then you have a quote graphic, and then you've got maybe a cover of a reel with 5 tips. You want to be able to see it. Okay. So if it's something visual, if it's something creative, if it's something you're designing, then Trello would be my choice for anything creative. If you've not used it before, it is amazing. A little bit of a learning curve, just like Asana. But if you're wondering, do I need Trello if I have Asana? I would say if you're going to be designing things, creating things, kind of visually putting something together, you could technically do it in Asana. I personally still love Trello just the way that it is. And I am finding myself using Asana more and more. So I don't know if Trello will always make the list, but as far as things that we create, resources we create for our students, If you guys have done our programs, most of our programs come with a Trello board for the student to work through the material and the content. We just really like it for that as well. Okay. So we love Trello. So let me know, have you used Asana? Have you used a Go High Level or Social Connector if you're using the version that we recommend? Google Calendar, ChatGPT, or Trello? Are you using any of those? I want to know in the comments which ones you're using. Now, out of the ones that I just shared with you, which one are you most excited to use? Which one has you thinking, that might be something that I could implement in my own business? I'd love to know the comments for that. And that's a wrap, Goal Digger. I hope that you feel confident and inspired to be able to really get a grasp on your productivity and being able to utilize the tools that I shared in this episode. If this was helpful, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new episodes. Also, don't forget to grab your free gift below. It's my top 10 YouTube videos of all time, and you can register for our upcoming webinar. If this was helpful, take a screenshot, throw it in your stories, and tag me at the Goal Digger Girl. I would love to give you a shout out for doing that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you soon.